So this is the performance module. This is one of the major module available in Zoho People. Zoho performance management module provides you with various tools to measure and evaluate the employee performance. So under settings we can go to performance module. It will show the list of modules that are available in Zoho People, and these modules are the tools which are used for measuring the performance of the employee. So these are the performance modules available in Zoho People, and in this goals, skill set, KRAs and competencies are the major modules. Here we have an option to enable or disable the modules. In case if you do not want any particular modules in your performance cycle, then you can disable this or you can enable this one. And the display name of the module can be changed by using the edit button here. You can change the module name according to your requirement. So these goals or the target actually which we are fixing for an employee. This helps to set up the direction in which we want our employee to go. And next comes the skill set. As you are aware, the skill set or the particular abilities that are required to achieve the goal. For example, a programmer skills will be like knowledge in computer languages like C, C++, Java. Those are the skill set. And KRA, the full form is key result area. So these are the skills that are required to achieve the goals. The activities that has to be done to achieve the goal are called the KRA. Next comes the competencies. Competencies are the additional skills that are required to enhance employee performance. These are the additional skills that increases the weightage of an employee performance, like decision making skill, communication skill, etc. These are the competencies skill. So before starting an appraisal cycle, we have to add these goals, skill set, KRAs and competencies. So let me show you how to add the goals and other modules. To add a goal, go to My Revive. Under goals, you can click the goals. Here you will see an add goals button. You can click here and you can set a goal for yourself. Here you can type the name of the goal. In case if you want to assign any goal to your team member, you can go to teammates. Under here you will see Appraise view.
Your voice is breaking, Arun.
Yeah, is it clear now?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Okay. So in case if you want to set any goals to your teammates, you can go to teammates. Under teammates you can click Appraise view. You can select the employee here, and under goals you can click the add goals button to assign a goal to your team member. To add a skill set, go to settings. Under settings you will find an option skill set. Click here. You are able to see all the added skills here. To add new skills, click add skill button and you can type the name of the new skills here. And these skills has to be tagged to an employee using the tag skill button here. This can be tagged based on domain or designation. So here I have already tagged a few skills based on the designation. For a trainer, this Java, Python, SAP, HTML, Tally, these are the skills I have tagged to this particular designation. This means that the trainer of an organization should have these skills. And here again I have created another designation system admin, and I have tagged the skills like networking and computer hardware to this particular designation. So these are the skills required for a system admin employee. Next, let me go to KRA. So to create a KRA, it's similar to creating a skill set. You can use this add KRA button to add new KRAs and to tag the KRA to any particular designation or department. You can choose the designation here and you can click the tag KRA button. Here on the left hand side you will see all the KRAs. You can select the KRA to tag this particular KRA to the selected designation here. In case if you want to tag troubleshooting and system repairing to an associate, you can select both these KRAs and you can select the designation here and click the submit button. So in this way you can tag KRAs based on designation, department, locations, or designation and departments. In a similar manner you can add the competencies also. To add new competencies, click the add button here and you can add the competency here. To tag the competencies to an employee based on designation, department, or role, you can choose here the designation, click the tag competency button, you can select the competencies and you can select the designation here and you can click the submit button. The other modules are feedback. Let me show the other modules. The other modules available in performance management or feedback summary. Feedback are the feedbacks which the teammates or an administrator gives about a particular employee. So this helps to give the feedback about the employee. And summary module, this is a list of questionnaire. In case if an employee works under different project manager, the new project manager can able to see about the performance or the activities of the employee based on the summary given by his previous project manager. So next let us go to general setting here. Here you can configure the access permission, and if you want to enable anonymous feedback you can enable this. Here you can configure the normalization period. In case if an employee is not satisfied with his reviews, he can extend this review period. In case if this option is selected and if you mention any regularization period here, then in this case an employee can send for a regularization. And here the name of these modules can be changed according to the requirement of the organization. These are the few settings in under which comes under general settings, and after completing all this you can directly go and create an appraisal cycle. Under settings, go to appraisal cycle. So to create a new appraisal cycle you can click the add button. Here you can type the name of the appraisal cycle. Here you can mention the appraisal cycle period. The appraisal cycle period may be 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. Suppose if the appraisal cycle period is from January 1st to December 31st, then you can choose the date here. If there is any description, you can type the descriptions here. In case if you want to upload any guidelines document, you can upload here. Here this is a process period. Process period is a period in which the employee or the administrator will be giving the reviews. If September 1st to September 30, if I am choosing this date, this means that the reviews will be given only on this period. This will be the process period. Let me choose it as December 31st. So next, self appraisal. In case if you want to enable this option, you can check this box. Self appraisal is nothing but if you want the employee to give rating for himself, then you can choose this option, and you can also mention the self appraisal period here. In case if you want to enable the multi-rater feedback, you can check this box. The multi-rater period you can select here. This is a feedback period. You can select the feedback period here. You can select the assessors here. Either it is a reporting manager or employee and reporting manager can access, and the number of assessors you can mention here, the minimum limit and the maximum limit here, and actual review period you can mention here as October. Let me mention it as October 1st to October 30. So after this you can enable this salary hike. Normally the performance cycle, end of the performance cycle, they will be giving a salary hike. In case if this performance they are measuring is for salary hike, you can enable this option. So hike appraiser, you can select to reporting to hike period. You can select the hike period in which the salary hike will take place. If the salary hike take place in the month of December, you can choose December 1st to December 31st, and you can choose the actual hike push date. If it is December 30th, you can choose the date here. Then the normalization period you can choose. In case if an employee is not satisfied with his review, he can send a request for normalization. The normalization period he can mention here. Maybe it's December 15 to December 31st. And here you can select the modules that should be included in this performance cycle: goals, KRA, competencies, multi-rater. What are the modules that should be available for multi-raters, and what are the modules that should be available for reviewers? You can choose the modules, the required modules, and next you can choose the applicability. This applicability can be selected based on location, roles, department or designation. The applicable employee can also be selected based on any custom date field here on the form, employee field, any field, it's employee can be selected based on any particular field also. Next, this is a module rating. The rating you can choose whether it's stars, number, text, or whatever type you need. You can select the type here, and if you want you can choose a decimal point here, 0, 1 or 2. And here the rating scores, if you want to make any change in the rating scores, you can make the changes here, and you can also make any changes in the title here. Reviewers, you can select the reviewers here. By default the reviewer will be the reporting manager. To add additional reviewers, you can click this plus button and you can add another reviewer based on department or employee name. Then the publish configuration. Under publish configuration, we can choose the field that has to be published to the employee after review period is complete. Once after configuring all this information, you can click the submit button. So these are the appraisal cycles which are created. To view the details of an appraisal cycle, you can click the appraisal cycle here. This will show the summary of the appraisal cycle. To make any changes in this appraisal cycle, you can click the edit button here. So in case if you want to make any changes, you can make the changes here. If you want to remove this appraisal cycle, you can click the delete button. So once this appraisal cycle is started, the employee can give a self appraisal and the multi-raters can start giving the rating for this employee. So to give a self appraisal, the employee will go to My Revive, and there will be an option like self appraisal here. He can go to self appraisal and he can give the rating for himself. Let me show the user page how it looks. So self appraisal. So this is a sample appraisal page of an employee. The employee John Peter has given appraisal for himself. He has to upload the supporting document before giving the rating for himself, and he can give rating for the KRAs tagged to him and the competencies. He can give the rating for the competencies. So the scoring will be calculated automatically based on the ratings given by him. His self appraisal form can be viewed by his administrator. Under peers view, under appraisee view, he can go, administrator can go to appraisee view. He can select the employee name and he can give see the self appraisal given by the employee here, the ratings given by an user for himself. So here the skill set, KRA, let me show the KRA first. These are the KRAs associated to this particular employee based on his designation. This KRA can be edited or it can be deleted, removed from this employee. The administrator can also add a new KRA for this particular designation. In case if you want to make any changes in the weightage, he can change the weightage also. Next, skill set. These are the skills that are associated with this particular employee. The reviewers can upgrade the skill set using the upgrade button. If an employee grows in an organization, his skill set will number of skill set will get increased. In that case, the reporting manager can add new skill set to this employee, or he can upgrade the skill set to next level 2. It has been upgraded to level 2. Like this, he can upgrade the skill set. Goals will be set up initially, and competencies. The weightage of the competency skills can be given at any time by the reviewers. And in case if you want to give any feedback to an employee, you can go to feedback. Whether you like positive feedback or negative feedback, you can give here. These are the feedback given by the administrator. And summary, next comes the summary. Under summary, we have a list of questionnaires here. You can select the questions here, and you can type the answer here, and you can submit here. These are the list of questions and answers about this particular employee Peter John. In case if the employee works for multiple project manager, the new project manager can see his summary report for his previous performance. Here we have a section for multi-rater selection. In case if a multi-rater option is selected in the appraisal cycle, the multi-raters can give feedback. And finally, the reviewers will give the revive here. Here Olivia Stones and Rajan D, two people have given reviews. This review has been published already, so let us see the published review. So the published review will look like this. This is the self-appraisal given by the employee for himself, and Rajan, this is a multi-rater employee given by Rajan, and Olivia Stone has given a multi-rater review. So you can see all the reviews here at any point of time. So after the review is over, normally they will apply for a salary hike. So go to salary hike here. Here you can mention the salary, and this can be sent for approval to the administrator. The reporting manager can make the changes according to the review in the performance, and they can send for approval, and that can be approved by the administrator for salary hike. So this is the complete process about the performance cycle. Do you have any doubt in this performance cycle?
No, no doubts.
No doubts. Okay.
No doubts.
Okay. So next,
Please share this video and yesterday's video.
yeah, I will share the videos to you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, maybe Arul, you can plan to do that session for Shahja, like, you know.
Yeah.
I will leave it to you to say the timing. Maybe you can do it as a demo. No, maybe you can finish preparing for the demo,
Okay.
and then maybe you can plan for that one. Yeah, I will leave it to you.
Okay, okay, yeah. Next, let us see some few small modules available in this, like cases and announcement. Let me show you cases. In case cases, this module is used if any employee in a company have any queries, they can raise the questions and his manager or his reporting manager or admin can reply for this query. For this purpose, the cases option is included here. For example, if an employee want to know whether tomorrow is holiday, he can raise a question to his reporting manager. Let me show with an example. This is the employee page. Go to cases, my request. Go to home. Got a question. If you want to write some questions here, you can write a question here. Ask question. Is it a subject? He can type the subject here, and the description he can type here, and he can click the submit button. Once he click the submit button, this query will be sent to this particular employee. He is a reporting manager for this particular user. Click submit button, close. So you can go and see the my request here. These are the requests he has sent. This has been already answered, and so it is closed, and this he just now raised the query and it is open. Let me go to the administrator page here. Okay, the administrator can see the query here. He can open this one and he can reply for this question, and he can type a reply here and click the submit button. Once it is replied, this query will get closed. Okay, so now this query has been answered. Now the employee can see the answer here, not a holiday. So this is the purpose of the cases module here. Any employee can raise a question about any topic to his reporting manager, and it can be answered by the reporting manager. So you can see all the open questions and the questions that are answered here. So next comes the announcement module. Announcement. This module helps to give any announcement to all the employee in an organization. In case if there is any general meeting for all the employee, or any particular holidays, that can be announced in this module. The administrator can add announcement by using the add announcement button here. You can type the title here, and you can type the message here. So you can click the publish button to publish this announcement. This announcement will be published to all the employee in an organization. They can see the notification here. All the employee can see the announcement in the notification as well as in the email. Okay, any doubt in this cases and announcement?
All clear, no doubts.
Okay, so let me stop here. The rest of the modules we will see in the next class.
Okay. Thank you.